Welcome to this class. In this class, we shall learn on the topic development children, the first chapter of class 10th economics. Okay, children, you have already previous knowledge in class 9th about the various economic activities performed by the people and the income that they are earning through that activity. Then we also learned about the people as resource where the countries are making investment in developing their human resources so that they will be useful for their national development. Okay, so in this chapter, children, we shall try to understand what is development, what are the different developmental goals, and there are some conflicting developmental goals. At the same time, we also have the topic that is comparison of countries based on their development. Okay, children. So, what is development at large scale? Okay, development is a comprehensive term which include increase in real per capita income, improvement in living standard of people, reduction in poverty, unemployment, illiteracy, crime rate, so on. Because you cannot say that this is the end of development. See, we can go on including higher and higher objectives of development. So striving for achieving that is nothing but the process of development. So let us understand one more. Development is a process of economic and social advancement in terms of the quality of human life. Children, here it's a process by which we not only make some progress in terms of economic but also in social aspects like equality, then the respect of each other. So all these things also matters for one to lead a quality life, children. So this is all about the development. So we are now going to understand the important features of development. Okay, there are two important features. The firstly, different persons have different developmental goals, and in secondly, the income is a major component of development. What it means, children? See, we have seen already examples like what a farmer thinks of development, or what an industrialist think of development, or what a politician or engineer. So everybody have their own views and idea about development. So they set different developmental goals. Similarly, when you look at all these professions or all these different individuals, so ultimately what attracts them or what makes them is the working for income. That means everybody is working for income and everybody want to see that there should be some increase or improvement in their level of income. So that becomes the major component of development. Okay, children, now different people, different goals. Children, in our family, we have some, especially in Orthodox families, we see that girl children are not let out. They are not given much freedom. So the girl is expecting that she should be able to enjoy more freedom as her brother, so that uh, she can also be happier. But what happens is a girl expects as much freedom and opportunity as her brother, and that he also shares in the household work, which is expected out of the girl only. So this may not be liked by the brother because he is not used to this. So this is how we see that the girls are expecting some you know change in their life. So this is one example. So children, let us see another example. A landless laborer, he aspires for more days of work and better wages. Children, because he is a landless, the only source of income for him is the working on the other's field. So what he expects is that he should be able to get more number of days of work, so that he will get continue income, and also he expects that he should be able to get better wages for his work. Then he also thinks that there should be low price of food grains which he can afford to and where he can make his happy family. Okay, then he also aspires for the good educational facilities for his children and social and economic equality. So all these are the objectives are idea of development for a landless laborer because children is socially seen as very low and economically also he is having very low status which he expects that he should also be treated as equal in the society. Okay. Children, now conflicting developmental goals. See, children, here you are saying that there is an industrialist and he is looking at the dam and feeling that he is happy for that he got now electricity and water for his industry. Children, by this dam project, what he got benefit is the uninterrupted power supply to his industry, where he can continuously produce and maximize his profit. Okay, but on the other side, the farmers, you can see they are unhappy because of this dam project. They have lost their land. So, what is their agony is that in this dam project they lost their land and it is a destruction for them. So what in this situation is to get more electricity, industrialists may want more dams, but this may submerge the land and disrupt the lives of people who are displaced in the dam. And we have example tribal people, those who are living in mostly forest area, because dams are constructed in such area, they will be affected, and also sometimes the farmers they lose their agricultural land under the backwaters of dam. So they might resent this and may prefer small check dams or tanks to irrigate their land instead of this. So they prefer that they should be a small check dams which will not occupy a large area and their land will also be not affected. And out of this again they get the benefit that the check dams will help in recharging the groundwater and helping water for their irrigation of their land. Okay, similarly, more wages for laborers means development, but it can go against the entrepreneurs. That means the one who is providing employment. So what he thinks that by paying more wages means it is not in his interest because his cost of production will be higher. But whereas the laborers thinks that the more wages is going to be beneficial for his development. So this is how we see that there is a conflicting developmental goals. One way, the wages of laborers is a sign of development. Higher wages of laborers is a sign of development for them. But from the entrepreneur's point of view, it is not a development. Okay, a rich farmer or trader wants to sell food grains at a higher prices, but a poor worker wants to purchase it at a lower price. That means the farmer who is producing the food grains, he want to sell that at higher price so that he can increase his income. But the poor person may not be able to afford for food grains, so which he expects that there should be low price for the food grains. Okay, from this two things are quite clear that different persons can have different developmental goals and what may be development for one may not be development for the other. Even it may be destructive for the other, like we have seen in the case of the dam project children. From industrialist point of view, it was a development. From the farmer's point of view, it was a destruction because they lost their land. Okay, children. Now, is it only the income that matters for the development? No. So we also set some other goals other than income. So let us see. Besides seeking more income, one way or the other, people also seek things like equal treatment, freedom, security, and respect of others. They dislike or hate the discrimination which they are experiencing sometimes. So all these are important goals of development for all children here, because income alone will not make us happy. We also expect that there should be some more aspects that keeps us happy. Like children, in most of the societies, still women are not treated equal. So according to them, so they want more, respect, and they should have more opportunity where they can prosper further. So this is the objective of women. So, money or material things that one can buy with income is one factor on which our life depends. That is no doubt. So, for everything what we require, we have to spend money. That is one of the essential thing. But the quality of our life also depends on non-material things like equal treatment, freedom, security, and respect of others. See, most importantly, the safe and clean environment, children, because today when we are developing, on the other side, what is happening is the pollution and destruction is also there. So, which may not, be a positive side, because the safe and clean environment may not be the assurance of development sometimes. So we have to make sure that there should be safe and clean environment where everybody can live a healthy life. Okay, children. So we can view these, other goals of development in this flow chart. See, children, first everybody, like, people desire regular work, better wages, and decent price for their crops and other products that they are producing, which will, make them or, assure them some good income. At the same time, the individuals also seek equal treatment, freedom, security, respect of others, etc. Okay, the other way, the quality of our life also depends on non-material things, like we have mentioned, children, like, safe and clean environment, uh, and also, unadulterated food or unadulterated medicines. So these are all some non-material things. Maybe we spend money, we buy them, but what happens? They may not be having safe and quality, because of which, again, it may affect our life. Well, students, now let us understand national development. It is very important to keep in mind that different persons could have different as well as conflicting notions of a country's development. So we have understood through some examples on how our individual, notions of developments are also different and also conflicting. So, national development is the ability of the nations to improve the standard of living of its residents. It can be done by providing basic needs of livelihood to the people, by providing them employment, etc. So, now how to compare the different countries or states? So, what criterion to be used? So, for comparing countries, their income is considered to be one of the most important attributes. Children, because when we talk about development, first comes is income. So that is very important for us to understand. Now, what is the income of a country or national income? Children, the income of the country is the income of all the residents of the country. That means there are many people who, all the people, in the country, they are performing different economic activity. Thereby, they are contributing to the nation's income. This gives us the total income of the country, which is also called as national income. How to compare different countries or states again based on this income? Since countries have different populations, comparing total income will not tell us what an average person is likely to earn. That means there are countries, children, it is ideally not possible for all the countries to have same population. So there may be possibility of having same national income but not the population. So let us try to understand with one example, children. Children, here we have two countries, country A and country B, and their total income is same, say rupees 10 lakh, and the population of country A is 10% and the population of country B is 5%. Okay, now if you divide that total income of those two countries among their population, in country A each one will be getting, that means per capita income will be 1 lakh per person. But in country B, since we have only 5 people, so that 10 lakh rupees is divided among those 5 people, that they will get 2 lakh per capita income. So this way, children, if we consider the total income, then it may not be giving us the right idea that how the income is distributed in the country among its population. So hence we compare the average income, which is the total income of the country divided by its total population, which is known as the per capita income. So the World Bank is publishing its World Development Reports, in which it uses this per capita income as its criterion in comparing the countries. So now let us understand what are those countries classifications. So now children, firstly we have the rich countries, where the country's per capita income was 12,056 US dollars and above per annum in 2017 were called as the rich countries. Okay, children, we can find the countries like US, Canada, Germany, all these countries. So they are found in this list. On the contrary, we have the low income countries. Those countries with per capita income of 955 or less than that US dollars are called as the low income country. Okay, students, now let us see the India's position in this World Development Report. So we are found in the middle income countries, children. So here you can notice that again India is found in the low middle income countries because its per capita income in 2017 was just 1820 US dollar per annum. Okay, so this is somewhere just we are above the low income countries. So there is a lot of scope for us to develop in this regard, children. Well, students, now we shall learn the limitations of this comparison of countries based on the per capita income from this table. Children, you are saying here there are two countries, country A and country B. So there are 5 persons each, and in country A, the first person is getting 9,500 rupees. It is the monthly income of the citizens in these countries. So second, 10,500 rupees. Third person is getting 9,800 rupees. Fourth person is getting 10,000 and fifth one 10,200 rupees. Children, in country B, the first, second, third and fourth person is getting 500 rupees each, and the fifth person is getting a large share, lion's share of the income, that is 48,000 rupees. Children, when you total the total income of these countries, both is same, that is 50,000, and when you divide this among these 5 people, the average income of both the countries will be same. Let us see, like so we have the 10,000 rupees as the average income of both the countries. So children, when you look into the distribution of income, clearly it is seen that there is inequitable distribution in the country B. That means the 4 persons are getting a meager 500 rupees as their per capita income, and in country A, you can say that there is a equitable distribution, though the income is not very high, but at least all the people are getting equal distribution. So thus children, we can't use always this per capita income to compare the development of development of the countries, because it doesn't clearly tells about how the income is distributed among the people in a country. Okay, let us understand some. Even though both the countries have identical average income, country A is preferred because it has more equitable distribution. In this country, people are neither very rich nor extremely poor. On the other hand, most citizens in country B are poor and one person is extremely rich. Hence, while average income is useful for comparison, it does not tell us how this income distributed among the people. So this is the limitation. So there are other limitation also, children. The firstly, we have the per capita income, which takes into account only the economical aspect of life and ignores the social aspects of life, which we have already discussed, children. So for every individual, what are important is the freedom, respect, then equality, all these things also matter for development of one. So we have per capita income ignores education, health, life expectancy, sanitation, etc., which are also regarded as the indicator of development. Okay, so next we have, it also ignores non-material things like peace, pollution free environment, democracy. Children, we have been learning that the significance of democratic rights in our lives. So one can aspire that we can develop well in the system of democracy. So these are also other goals, and which are actually hiding in this criterion of comparison, that is solely based on the per capita income. Okay, now income and other goals. Children, let us understand with this example. Here we have some selected states of India: Haryana, Kerala, and Bihar. Okay, their per capita income in 2015 and 16 is given here. So let us say Haryana has rupees 1,80,174 rupees as its per capita income, and in Kerala the per capita income was 1,63,475 rupees. Then in Bihar it was rupees 34,409. Children, at large scale, by looking at it, one can conclude that Haryana is developed state, isn't it? Children, is it enough for us to say that Haryana is developed? If you remember, children, in class 9th in population chapter, we have learned that the Haryana has some social issues, like there is very low sex ratio and girl children are not having equality there. So let us try to understand. There are other criteria also to be taken into consideration while comparing the states or countries. Okay, let us see, children, here some more data about these states are given, like infant mortality rate. Children, it is the number of death of infants per thousand live births in that year. So that means that infants before attaining the age of 1 year, if they die, they are considered under this infant mortality rate. Okay, next we have literacy rate. Children, it is the percentage of total literate population to the total population of the region. Then we have net attendance ratio. It is per 100 persons, that how many the children of age group of 14 and 15 are attending the school to the total population of the same age group in that region. Okay, now we have Haryana, where IMR was 30 in 2017, and in Kerala it is just 10. Then in Bihar, the infant mortality rate was very high, 35 children. Next we have the literacy rate in 2011 as per census. So we have Haryana, where 82% of its population is literate. In Kerala we have 94%, and in Bihar it is just 62% of its total population was said to be literate. Okay, coming to the net attendance ratio, it is 61 in Haryana, and in Kerala it was 83, and in Bihar it is 43. See children, when you look at all these other aspects of uh, development, so we see that now Haryana, when you look at only per capita income point of view, that is no doubt it is developed, but we have high infant mortality rate, which is alarming and which shows it's lacking in health status of the people. Then the literacy rate is, though it's above the national average, but still there is a scope for its improvement. Then we have net attendance ratio. Again, it is less when compared to the state of Kerala. See, children, here Kerala, it has though the per capita income is slightly less than the Haryana, but it is better, and it has also other performance in terms of infant mortality rate, where it is just 10 infants. Then literacy rate is very high, which is highest among the states of India, that is 94%. Then net attendance ratio is also very good, 83. But Bihar, children, we have seen that its per capita income is one of the lowest. Then we have the infant mortality rate, which is also very low. That means, sorry, high means number of infants died are very high. Then we have literacy rate. This is very low, 62%. Then the net attendance ratio is also low, 43. So in this way, we can conclude that so Bihar is least in development, and Kerala has better development. Okay, apart from that, we also take into account other aspects of development like children, healthcare, water, sanitation, transportation system. We need parks, very good markets. There should be educational facilities, banking, electricity, roads, infrastructure. Everything matters for our development, children. Okay, these are all said to be public facilities. Children, money in your pocket cannot buy all the goods and services that you may need to live well. So, income by itself is not a completely adequate indicator of material goods and services that citizens are able to use. So we need other things also, children. For example, normally your money cannot buy you a pollution-free environment or ensure you get unadulterated medicines. Money may also not be able to protect you from the infectious diseases. Children, now we are going through this uh, corona pandemic. See, do you think, children, that it is infecting only the poor people? See children, we have seen so many the celebrities like Bollywood stars, and even politicians are also getting infected. Even some of them have also died because of this COVID. Okay, so children, money doesn't ensure us that we will be protected from the infectious diseases. Many people believe that the government should open schools and provide other facilities so that all children may have a chance to study. So this is also another expectation. Children, here Kerala has a low infant mortality rate because it has adequate provisions of basic health and educational facilities. Children, education also plays a key role in development and health also, because the educational level also makes them aware of the health facilities, and also they know how to take care of their health. Similarly, in some states, the public distribution system also functions well. Children, if you remember in class 9, we learnt in the chapter food security, where we have some states like Tamil Nadu where PDS is functioning okay well. So it is also an indication that the people in those states are also having good health status because they are getting nutritional food. So one way to find out if we are properly nourished is to calculate what nutrition scientists call it as body mass index. Children, you all can try to know what is your body mass index. This is a formula to calculate the body mass index, that is weight in kilograms divided by height in meter squares. So children, you take your weight in kilograms, then you measure your height, then convert it into meters and square it. So for example, a boy or a girl of age 15 years measures 52 kilograms of weight and height 150 centimeters, which we can convert into meters as 1.5 meters. So children, when you divide this 52 kilogram by the square of the height 1.5 meters, that is 2.25, you will get the value 23.111. Okay, now how to know the nutritional status? Children, depending on their height and weight, a person can belong to one of the following categories. Like if the body mass, you know, index is less than 18.5, then they are said to be the underweight. Then we have the body mass index value between 18.5 and 24.9, they are said to be normal weight. Then we have the 25 and 29, between 25 and 29.9 value, they are said to be overweight. And what is most alarming is this body mass index of 30 and above, which is very bad indication that they are obese, means they have put lot of weight, then they are needed to take care of their health. So children, you can find and you can also know your nutritional status. Okay, now human development report. Children, this UNDP, Human Development, United Nations Development Program, it publishes its report called Human Development Report, which compares the countries based on per capita income, educational levels of the people, their health status, and per capita income, as I mentioned. So it would be interesting to look at certain relevant data regarding India and its neighbors from Human Development Report 2019. So now let us have a look at it, children. So here the table 1.6 shows the data regarding India and its neighbors for 2017. Children, we have here Sri Lanka. Its gross national income per capita was 11,326 US dollars in 2011, and India 6,353 US dollars, then Myanmar 5,567, Pakistan 5,331 US dollars, Nepal 2,471 US dollars, then Bangladesh 3,677 US dollars. Children, when you look at, one can conclude that Sri Lanka has the highest and India has fair among these South Asian countries. Okay, then we have life expectancy at birth. Children, it is talking about again the longevity, that is how long a person can live. So that is life expectancy in 2017. Sri Lanka, it was 75.5 years. Then India, it was 68.8 years. Then Myanmar 66.7, Pakistan 66.6 years, Nepal 70.6 years, Bangladesh 72.8 years. Though children, Nepal and Bangladesh have better than India, but still their per capita income is not satisfactory. Okay, we have mean years of schooling of people aged 25 years and above in 2017. That means how long the people of above 25 years of age have attended their schools. So here in Sri Lanka it was 10.9 years, and in India it is 6.4 years, in Myanmar it is 4.9 years, Pakistan 5.2, Nepal 4.9, and Bangladesh 5.8 years. So based on all these aspects, children, so the HDI is prepared by the Human Development Report by the United Nations Development Program. So this is the ranking of these countries, children. See, look at the Sri Lanka 76th rank, and India is ranking 130th. So similarly we have Myanmar 148th, Pakistan 150th, Nepal 149th, and Bangladesh 136th. So this is the ranking of our neighbor countries, children. So among all these countries, we can say that Sri Lanka has better performance in terms of human development index. Okay, so I think children, this is more comprehensive to understand. So, or compare the development of different countries. Well, children, in this class, we try to understand what is development, what are the developmental goals of different individuals by taking some examples. Then we also try to understand the conflicting developmental goals of different individuals. More importantly, children, we made an effort to understand the criterions for comparing the development of different countries. Children, we understood by taking that example of the World Bank in its report, World Development Report, compares the countries based on the per capita income. And second important criterion is the Human Development Report published by UNDP, where it uses per capita income, the health status, and educational level of the people of different countries. So I hope children you learned out of this class, and thank you for watching the class.